So, hi Laura. This is my attempt to give you a little idea of my teaching style, so I will do my best. So, after some centering, I'll begin here still in Sukhasana. So, the students have just centered and they've started to connect with their breath, they've opened their eyes. And so now as you open your eyes, let's begin by warming up the spine. So with your hands on your knees or your thighs, let's begin to rotate, beginning to the right, going to the side and the back. Begin to connect your breath with this rotating movement. So inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you go back. Imagine that you have a Sharpie in the middle of your heart space, and you're trying to draw a big perfect circle in the air with this Sharpie as you go around in a circle, moving the spine from the base of the spine all the way up to the neck. Maybe making the circles a little bit bigger as you feel more flexibility coming into the spine. As your muscles in the back loosen up, the next time you come forward, take a little pause, go in the other direction. Inhaling forward. Notice the energy beginning to move from the base of the spine and up through the middle of the spine, continuing up towards the area of the heart and the neck. Rotating and maybe making these circles just a little bit bigger on these last few rounds. And then coming back to center. And now we'll find a tabletop position. So coming on to all fours, if you have a blanket, you can bring it under your knees to protect your knee joints. Start with your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. And let's begin connecting breath with movement as we inhale into a cow and exhaling into a cat. So continue this cat-cow movement at your own pace. As you exhale, pull your navel in, push all the stale air out. As you inhale, come forward, lift and reach, drop the belly. Do this a few more times as you feel into your own body, moving in a way that your body is calling to you. And now you can continue this cat-cow, or you might want to add a little bit of organic movement where you move the hips from side to side, again feeling into what your body needs. Let's do this for a few more breaths. And then coming back, bringing the hands up just a little bit forward, tucking the toes under, pushing up into a downward facing dog. So use the strength of your core, lift the hips high into the air. I suggest starting with bent knees. This is our first downward facing dog of the day. And begin to pedal the feet out, feeling that stretch through the calf, through the hamstrings, both sides, and let your chest begin to drop between your shoulder blades. Long, deep breathing. Pull your breath into the lungs deeply. Let your rib cage expand out. Take a few more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, look forward and then step between your hands. And we're going to end up in a forward fold ragdoll. So hold on to your elbows. Let the weight of your head bring you down very gently, stretching through the back body, through the hamstrings, and you can sway a little bit from side to side if that would feel good to you. Take a few more rounds of breath here. When you've completed those rounds, on your next inhale, come up on an inhale as you reach. Reach the sky, palms come to touch, Exhale your palms back down through the midline, back to heart center. Let's just continue connecting this breath with movement as we inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop down, either touching your shins, ankles, or even the floor, whatever you can reach. Inhale, lift halfway, half forward fold, hands on your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Let your back relax. Inhale, bend into the knees a little bit as you reach up. Let's go up and down one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Deep exhale, pull your navel in, lift halfway. Exhale, back down, release. Inhale, root to rise, reach, palms come together, palms come to touch, and then come back down to the midline. And take just a moment to notice the movement of energy, any sensations in the body that are new. Notice your breath, notice your heart beating. Then open your eyes again, bring your hands down for just a moment. We're going to step back into a warrior one. So take your left foot back, stepping it back so that you're standing on train tracks. Hips are squared as much as possible towards the front, although they won't square completely. Push that back foot down, grounding it into Mother Earth, and on the inhale, reach. So extending up through the torso, feel like you're lifting up out of your waist, and you're bringing that energy up from the base of the spine and up through the rest of the body. Hug in at the core, use your abdominal muscles, pull up on the pelvic floor. And now on an exhale, hinge at the pelvis, come forward into a humble warrior. We're going to move this with the breath, palms facing down, and then inhale, lift up again. And let's do that 2 more times. So exhaling forward, inhale, rising, always reaching, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach, bring your arms down as you take that back foot and step it up to meet the front. And we'll do the second side right away. So step that right leg back, bending into the left knee, square the hips, grounding that foot, even the back side of that foot, pinky toe side, into your mat, into earth. And then inhale, lift, reach, feel the extension, feel the oppositional force. You're reaching high into the heavens while you're grounding your back foot down into earth. Everything is reaching and extending. And then exhale forward. Hinge at your pelvis, palms down, and inhale, reach up. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale forward. Inhale, rise. Last time, exhale forward. Inhale, rise, reach. Bring your hands down as you step your back foot up to meet the front. Half moon pose, bring your feet together. If you prefer to have your feet underneath your hips for balance, that's fine. You can do that as well. Inhale, lift your arms, palms. So clasp your hands, point your fingers up to sky. Inhale, lift up through the torso, and then exhale over to your right. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. Inhaling, exhaling, reaching over. Try to keep your left shoulder open. Try to push your left hip out as you reach over to the right. So it's a long extension through the left side body. If you prefer to have one hand down, if that feels better on your shoulders, please do so. One more breath. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come up again, reach up, and then exhale over to the other side. So reaching, again, noticing that your right shoulder, right side of the chest are open. Reaching and breathing, pushing your right hip out as you reach over in the opposite direction. So creating that long, deep stretch to the right side body, opening up lung capacity on that side. And again, if you'd like to have your arm down, please do so. On your last exhale, reach over just a little bit more. And then inhale, rise up, reach. Palms come to touch as you come with your hands down to heart center. So Laura, I see on my clock that that's about 10 minutes. So I hope that gives you just a little bit of an idea of what my class would be like. So I hope it's what you were expecting. And I will talk to you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.